All right, if you would have told me growing up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, that we're taking a trip up to Athol, Idaho, I would have pretty much thought we were heading up to Canada. It seems so far away back then, but obviously things grow. Development's been heading north from Hayden over the years, and really Athol's just about a 15-minute drive from North Hayden and 35 to 40 minutes from downtown Coeur d'Alene, and it's becoming one of the most popular destinations for clients looking for homes on acreage. So if you're interested about Athol, Cody, Lexi, and I are gonna vlog the town, show you what it's all about, so stay tuned. What's happening, guys? This is Conor Hammons with the Living CDA Realty Group, brokered by EXP. I'm heading up Highway 95 right now. I'm gonna meet up with Lexi and Cody at the Super One in Athol and start our vlog from there. We do vlogs like this all year round about what it's like to work, live, and play in beautiful North Idaho. We are the OG, we are the original YouTube channel teaching you what it's like to live in North Idaho. And if you like this type of content, if you like these videos, you gotta hit that bell, tap the subscribe button so you're notified every time we do a new video. And if you're into this content, you've been watching the videos, you're about ready to move up, you've been researching, hey, we can't read your minds. In order for us to help you, we're full-time, top producing real estate agents. We'd love to help you. We do this all year round with relocation clients, but we can't help you unless you reach out. So call, text, or email us. However you gotta get a hold of us, reach out, because we'd love to help you find the right spot in North Idaho. I'm heading north, gonna meet up with Lexi and Cody. We're on Highway 95 right now. Kootenai Health Hospital Complex is on my left. So we're pretty much in the city center of Coeur d'Alene, heading straight north. It'll take about 20-25 minutes from this spot probably to get to Athol. We're gonna tell you all about it. There's some really cool spots, so stay tuned. Are you ready to go see some Athol?
Yeah, I do.
All right, we are all here and present. We got Cody Byerly, Lexi back here, Lexi Witherwax. We are in the new kind of town center of Athol. For years and years growing up here, there really was no like town of Athol. It's just kind of like out in the outskirts, houses on acreage, but they've just built a big Super One grocery store that also has a Sweet Lou's restaurant and bar. We have a gas station, there's an auto zone, so it's kind of one of those kind of mini mall centers that is popping up, which makes it a lot more accessible for people, which is also helping get people wanting to move out here more because you have closer amenities. Before that, you'd have to drive down to Hayden to really get to a good grocery store or restaurant. And now there's a few restaurants popping up and there's a lot of cool things. So we're gonna drive around. It'll be more of a driving tour. We're not in a downtown walkable type of city. So we'll tell you the different types of housing you can find here. There's really two sides to Athol. You have the west side of Highway 95, which is more kind of in the valley, and so you don't have as many hills. It's also kind of known as the snow belt area, so it gets a little bit more snow. And then the east side of Highway 95, and Lexi's real familiar with that, and we're gonna show you why. We're gonna head that way because that has what?
Farragut State Park.
Farragut State Park. Yes. Amazing camping. Bayview, Idaho's over there. Some really cool, unique things about that Farragut area. We're gonna show you all of that.
So up here, Connor's going to show you there is a new Northwest specialty urgent care and little hospital clinic here in Athol, which is, awesome. Obviously, you have access to medical stuff here now, and then also some job opportunities. So, really nice facility.
Again, it's just another feature, an amenity that's come to this area that was never here before, and you had to drive quite a longer ways to get to an urgent care prior to this opening, and it's brand new, and it's great for everyone who lives out in this area. So it may not seem like much if you're coming from a big metro area, but having amenities like a brand new restaurant, an auto body shop, a bank, urgent care center, a big brand new supermarket, It's a big deal for the town of Athol because it makes everything more accessible, like we said before, and it makes everything out here is pretty much on 5 to 10 acres. So when people want to look at acreage prior to this development of the crossing, it was kind of, you had the pros and cons. The pros is you get to spread out, you get to be in nature, you get to have 5 acres and a house and a farm and animals, but you're gonna have to drive a long way. So not anymore. You have all the essential amenities there, and we're gonna head now east to Farragut State Park and show you a little bit about what that looks like, and then also some housing, some newer developments that are going up along the way. So we decided that Lexi, as a side hustle, should be a park ranger here at Farragut State Park.
Spent a lot of quality time.
We're gonna be driving through some camping areas. Lexi, talk a little bit about the park and how you've utilized it over the years.
So Farragut is just such a great place to camp if you're from North Idaho, because you're only about a half an hour from Coeur d'Alene here, and at the same time you feel like you're getting all of the great things about camping. So my family has a travel trailer. We spend at least a couple weekends up here every summer. There's a beautiful beach called Beaver Bay on the south end of Lake Pend Oreille, and there's also a great museum here. I think it's called the Bragg, because Farragut used to be a military base, and anyway, it has a long history, but now there's just great camping, great places for kids to ride their bikes. There's a tree-to-tree ropes course, which my kids absolutely love. There's just so much to do here. So we're gonna drive through a campground loop that my family stays in a lot, because there are camping sites that have room for 3 families, which works really well with my husband's parents and sister. We all have trailers, and so we stay in these loops, and it's just a great time.
So it's closed right now, but you can envision the camping is
swing set.
Yep.
Lots of fun stuff
All the amenities.
Lots of hiking in here.
Places to ride your bike, right?
We usually bring our boat, and then we can put it in the lake up here, and there's barely anybody on this end of the lake on boats, so it's just gorgeous. The mountains are different than Lake Coeur d'Alene. Pend Oreille is amazing.
Yeah, I always say if you're looking for the most picturesque lake in all of I would say anywhere that I've seen, the south end of Lake Pend Oreille, Bayview, is some incredible scenery. So we're going to show you a little bit of that. We're going to try and get down to Beaver Bay, which is a really cool bay that I like to take our kids on just day trips. We'll go swim. It's a great spot for kids. So we're going to go show you a little bit of that.
Oh, there's a disc golf course up here, which I actually have never done, but I have some friends that come up here, and I think they have tournaments, and there's a place to fly the little remote control planes. There's just a ton of different recreation opportunities, and you're just close to everything still.
Yeah, and I remember in high school, I ran 1 year of cross country, and they had races. One of the races was in and through Farragut State Park, which was the hardest because you're going up and down hills and craziness. But we're heading down the road to Beaver Bay. We'll show you the scenery that we're talking about. It's pretty incredible. We're walking down to Beaver Bay. As you can see, there's restroom facilities here. They do have like a little snack shop and a rental place for like kayaks and whatnot, and we'll head on down there. It's the first week in October right now, so water is definitely coming down and it's a bit more shallow obviously than the summertime, but it'll give you a good idea of the location and the scenery. So sandy beach on the right side, that's the little Beaver Bay Cove. There's some massive cliffs on that side if you go around the edge there, and mountain goats will be scaling that whole side. You can take your boats over there and search out some mountain goats. The lone fisherman. Lexi, talk a little bit about the significance of Lake Pend Oreille, or how it's different and special, and what they do here.
So Lake Pend Oreille is one of the deepest freshwater lakes in the country. So they actually test submarines for the military right down in Bayview, which we're very close to right now. So it's a huge lake. I mean, Lake Coeur d'Alene is huge, but Pend Oreille makes it pale.
Yeah, pale in comparison.
So it goes all the way up to Hope, Sandpoint, all of that, but we're on the south end of it right now. So
very, very south tip of Lake Pend Oreille. And we're gonna head back out and go take a look.
He got a fish.
Did he get one? He's
Nice.
trolling.
Oh yeah.
There you go. But now we'll go take a look at some housing options that are close to this park. So on the way back, we'll take a loop. There's a couple newer developments that are going up on 5-acre parcels. There's a lot of older homes that have been out here for a while on 5-10-acre parcels as well. And we'll talk a little bit about price point as we drive by. You have to talk about this.
Oh, I was just saying, my oldest son did his Eagle project at Farragut, and he built a bunch of bluebird houses and did a video that they show at the check-in station about the importance of bluebird habitat in North Idaho. So there's a bunch of bluebird houses that I helped construct.
Hey, there you go.
All over out here.
Fun fact. Fun Farragut fact of the day. All right, so I know this vlog is dedicated towards Athol, but we're at Farragut State Park, and the town of Bayview, which is right on the water, is a stone's throw away from Farragut. So we figured, hey, we're here, let's go down and show you a little bit about Bayview as well, because it's connected to Athol. You're within the same school district, you go to the same schools, it's not too far away, and it's got some of the most incredible scenery of the water, and it's where the actual Navy base is. So I'll show you a little bit about Bayview. A fun fact I was talking to the guys about too, about Bayview, is there's not a single gas station in this town. So I had one of the first times I started in real estate and I was showing property out here, I came out here almost on empty, was driving around and didn't realize there was no gas station. So it was almost a disaster. I made it back to Athol just in time, but fun fact, if you come here, make sure you got a full tank of gas. One thing you'll see if you're searching on like Redfin or Zillow or Realtor.com in the Bayview area, you'll see a lot of float homes. Super unique to this town, really cool. But one thing to note, they're kind of on the cheaper side if you're thinking about a vacation house or like an Airbnb, but they're not financeable. So that's one thing. So you have to pay all cash. And it's definitely, you got HOA fees, you got a lot of upkeep and insurance, but they're really cool if you get into it. We're just gonna go up Cape Horn Road real quick, pretty much just because it has my favorite view, maybe in all of North Idaho, and I'll show it to you real quick before we head back to Athol. So we're just east of Farragut, actually just west of Farragut, and kind of getting more into the valley in Athol, and there's some new developments going on right now with some local builders on 5-acre parcels. Lexi, chat a little bit about price points and what you can find in this type of living.
So if you want to build new construction out here on 5 acres, I think your starting price point is going to be in the 800s. That'll get you about 2,000-ish square feet. a beautiful home. You know, they're not custom, but they are gorgeous, and all the way up to maybe $1.5 million, $2 million if you want an extra large home. There's always plenty of room to build a shop, which everyone in North Idaho wants. And
there's one right here.
yeah,
A newer one.
oh, that's
Get a little peek.
Oh, I've looked at
That's
that
a
listing.
really pretty one.
White farmhouse on 5 acres. Another one right here. I think these are built by Timbered Ridge and a couple other builders. I think Anthem Pacific.
No, right. Well,
I think there's HOA in that particular development.
yeah.
But there's plenty of places where you can just buy land and choose your own builder and build whatever custom home you're looking for sure. There's
Yeah, and you're always going to have options for shops, you know, outbuildings, things like that in this area.
there are some shop homes out here too.
Yeah, and
Yep.
shop homes.
Some shop homes. And where we're at right now, we're driving on Howard Road, coming back from Bayview, and we're about
Hands down walking horse.
down, yeah, down that road.
Oh,
We'll go down. We'll go down Walking Horse as well, which is another road, but we're about halfway in between that town center with the grocery store and Farragut State Park right now. So we're gonna go down Walking Horse, which is a road that has some more building going on, and show you from the car kind of what these houses are looking like. Okay, so that was the Walking Horse Lane area, Howard Road, where there's a lot of 5 acre parcels being built by new construction and some older homes as well that are available. And Lexi was mentioning, you know, high 800s, maybe low 900s for maybe an older home or a smaller home on 5 acres, but it can go all the way up to 1.5, 1.75 if you're looking at a new home with a shop, a bigger square footage. So we're now heading across 95, Highway 95, which cuts Athol pretty much in half, north and south. And so we're going over to the west side of 95, where the old town, kind of the main town area of Athol, is located. And then there's also a lot of living on acreage, which is in the kind of the prairie, not prairie, but like the valley in between Spirit Lake and Athol, which a lot of people refer to when you go up from Rathdrum up through this valley north as the snow belt. It tends to get a little more snow up here and sticks a little bit longer. I would say in terms of value, like bang for your buck, you could probably find a little bit more square footage in some of the areas here for a little less money. So we're gonna take a look. We're heading through the town right now. A little baseball field, church. You got the old libraries over there. The lumber mill to our left is an old, you know, historic lumber mill, and what kind of Athol was built on was lumber. And Idaho Forest Group now works out of here, and it's one of the biggest producers of lumber in the nation. So we're gonna head, show you some houses, talk a little bit about prices as well. All right, Cody, west side, what do we got here on this part of Athol?
So a couple features that are nice is you're really close to Spirit Lake and Twin Lakes, which those are two great lakes for fishing, recreation too. I mean, Coeur d'Alene and Hayden have gotten so busy over the last 5-10 years, and so you know, you can get out to these lakes and you can boat all day long and not see nearly as much traffic. And they're bigger lakes in the sense that, you know, some of our smaller lakes are not great for boating, but they're big enough that you can still get out and surf and wakeboard and ski and stuff, and then, you know, you can fish and swim. And then Spirit Lake's a cute little town. You're part of Lakeland School District, which has Timberlake High School and Spirit Lake, which is a great school district. And then also, like we've been saying, you just have larger parcels. You can get some 10-20 acre parcels out here for similar prices that you can get 5 acre parcels for closer to Coeur d'Alene and Hayden.
All right, we're gonna go down the Clagstone Road area where there's a lot of nice houses and newer houses being built and older homes as well. You have large acre parcels. It's on a flat landscape, so great for horses out here. A lot of people with horses out here. You're close to one of the major attractions in all of the Northwest, and especially North Idaho, Silverwood Theme Park. We'll go show you a little bit about and share about that. But let's take a look at some of the housing here in the Clagstone area and talk about prices as well.
So we're on this Clagstone area in Athol that we were just talking about, and kind of going to go over some price points of houses. So it's kind of a wide range out here. You can find some maybe manufactured homes on permanent foundations, or some homes that need some work that, you know, over time has just been kind of neglected, for in the 500s, maybe 500-600 on 5 acres, which is pretty dang good. I mean, that's a good value. But then you can go all the way up to, I mean, we just looked at one that was 3.5 million, which is, I mean, you know, that's excessive for out here. But usually you're going to be around the million price point, somewhere close to that for acreage out in this area.
All right, now we're gonna head south. We've been through the city center. We've been east at Farragut State Park and Bayview. We've been west on the west side here with the Clagstone area, kind of in the flat snowbelt area. We're heading south to Silverwood, which is, I think it's the Northwest's largest theme park. It's pretty incredible what they've built at Silverwood. Roller coasters, they have a town, there's Boulder Beach Water Park, which they're expanding. It's Scarywood is happening, so they close the whole park down and they make it just this huge haunted village house craziness.
It's
legit
Yeah.
scary too. It's good.
Yeah,
It's legit.
legitimate.
You'd like to be chased by someone wielding a chainsaw. Scarywood is for you.
Yeah, look it up online, Silverwood and Scarywood. It's a pretty fun time here in the fall. We'll go down south and show you a little bit what it looks like. I don't think we can get real up close on the road without walking all the way in there, and it's closed right now. Probably getting ready for Scarywood, so we'll see what we can shoot for you. But yeah, if you have any more interest in that, there's a giant RV park on the other side of the road, so summertime it's hopping. People love to camp close to it, take their kids over there, get passes. It's a really fun place to take your kids. All right, coming up on Silverwood on our left here. We'll see if I can get any closer, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like from afar. And then, yeah, take a look on their website. They've got a lot of cool things, and it's a good destination. So Silverwood's an awesome spot for the family. All three of us go there during the summer at some point with the kids and have a good time. And Boulder Beach is connected to it, like I was mentioning. Huge water park, so they're water park and theme park combined, and then it just keeps expanding. So this is part of Athol as well. Again, like I said at the intro, Athol always seemed like it was way far north and way out of town, and it's become a lot closer to town as we've grown, and a lot more amenities have come out here north. So if this looks like a spot you'd love to live, if you want acreage, if you want to be close to nature, maybe close to Bayview and Farragut State Park, it's also about 15 minutes north of Hayden and about 30 minutes south of Sandpoint. So if you love Sandpoint, it's a quick access to Sandpoint and Schweitzer Mountain Resort for skiing. Really cool and unique place. If that's the style of living you want, reach out to us. We can help you find a house in this area. But if it's not, you want to be downtown, if you want to be closer to the Washington border and Post Falls, or closer to Spokane and the airport, this might not be the spot for you. But we don't know until you reach out and talk to us, and we'll get you in the right place. So until the next video, guys, we'll see you later.